We might not be alone, and the proof could be hiding in an alien ocean right now. An ocean twice the size of all Earth's water combined, locked beneath miles of ice on a moon orbiting Jupiter. What lives there could change everything we believe about life in the universe. And NASA just launched the most important mission in human history to find out. This is the story of Europa Clipper, the search for alien life on Jupiter's mysterious ocean moon, and why what we discover there will haunt you forever. Right now, at this very moment, a spacecraft the size of a basketball court is racing through the darkness, completely alone, moving at thousands of kilometers per hour toward a world we barely understand, a frozen moon where something might be waiting in the depths. The spacecraft launched on October 14, 2024, but what it's hunting for has been there for billions of years. Europa, Jupiter's fourth largest moon, a ball of ice that shouldn't be interesting, except for one terrifying detail. It has an ocean, a global ocean of liquid water surrounding the entire world, and oceans on Earth are never empty. Think about that for a second. Everywhere on Earth where we find liquid water, we find life. Deep ocean trenches, Antarctic lakes buried under ice. Boiling hot springs, frozen tundra, life finds a way, life always finds a way. So the question isn't whether Europa could have life. The question is what happens when we find it, when we realize we've never been alone, that life is common, that the universe is full of things we can't imagine. That thought should terrify you, and it should fill you with wonder. If you want to be here for the biggest discovery in human history, subscribe now. Because when we find alien life, you'll hear about it here first. Europa Clipper isn't taking a straight path to Jupiter. It can't. The spacecraft is too massive. Jupiter is too far. So NASA is using a trick that sounds like science fiction. Gravity assists, stealing energy from planets to change course without burning fuel. The first target was Mars. On March 1, 2025, Europa Clipper screamed past the red planet at 884 kilometers above the surface. Close enough to see dust storms. Close enough to feel death if something went wrong. But nothing went wrong. The spacecraft bent around Mars like a bullet ricocheting off steel, changed its trajectory, slowed down by 2 kilometers per second, all according to plan. Except the team did something brilliant during that flyby. They turned on the ice-penetrating radar, the instrument designed to see through Europa's frozen crust and find the ocean beneath. They tested it on Mars. For 40 minutes, radio waves pulsed down toward the Martian surface, bounced back, collected data, proved the radar works in the hell of space radiation and temperature extremes. Because when Europa Clipper arrives at Jupiter in April 2030, there are no second chances. The radiation there is so intense it can kill electronics in minutes. Every instrument has to work perfectly the first time, or the mission fails, and we never find out what's hiding in that ocean. That Mars flyby was just the beginning. On December 3, 2026, Europa Clipper returns to Earth. One final gravity assist, one last goodbye to the planet that built it. Using Earth's own gravity to slingshot toward the outer darkness. Imagine that. A spacecraft born on Earth, launched from Earth, coming back to steal a bit of our planet's orbital energy before vanishing into the cosmic night for years. Alone, silent, waiting. The journey from Earth to Jupiter takes over 3 years. 1.8 billion miles of emptiness. No astronauts, no ground control conversations, just pre-programmed commands and the hope that nothing breaks. And all of it leads to April 2030, when Europa Clipper enters Jupiter's gravitational prison and begins the most dangerous phase of the entire mission. Jupiter is a monster, the largest planet in our solar system. A gas giant so massive you could fit 1,300 Earths inside it. Its storms are larger than our entire planet. Its gravity can crush spacecraft like tin cans. But the real danger is invisible. Jupiter's radiation belts, charged particles trapped by the planet's magnetic field, moving at near light speed, frying circuits, destroying sensors, killing anything electronic that gets too close. This is why Europa Clipper won't orbit Europa directly. The moon sits deep inside Jupiter's most lethal radiation zone. No spacecraft could survive there for long. Instead, Europa Clipper will orbit Jupiter in long, sweeping ellipses, diving close to Europa for brief flybys, then retreating to safer distances over and over, 49 times over several years. Each flyby lasts only hours, but during those hours, every single instrument fires at once. Cameras, spectrometers, magnetometers, radar, all hunting for the same thing: evidence of life. We're tracking the search for extraterrestrial life as it happens. Subscribe so you don't miss the moment we find alien oceans hiding throughout the solar system. Here's what terrifies scientists about Europa. The moon is covered in cracks, ridges, chaos terrain, places where the ice has broken apart and refrozen in jumbled patterns, like something beneath is trying to get out. Those cracks suggest the ice isn't stable. It moves, flexes, gets pulled apart by tidal forces from Jupiter's crushing gravity. The entire moon is being squeezed and stretched like a stress ball every single moment. For billions of years, that constant squeezing generates heat. Friction, enough to keep an ocean liquid despite Europa being 5 times farther from the sun than Earth. The ice on top is frozen solid, but underneath there's water. Warm water, maybe even hot water near the seafloor. And where there's liquid water and heat, there could be life. Think about the deepest parts of Earth's oceans, miles below the surface, where sunlight never reaches, where the pressure would crush a human instantly, where water boils out of cracks in the seafloor at temperatures that should kill everything. And yet life thrives there. Ecosystems built around hydrothermal vents, creatures that have never seen the sun, microbes that eat chemicals instead of using photosynthesis, life that exists in total darkness and loves it. Europa's ocean could be exactly like that. A rocky seafloor with hydrothermal vents, chemical reactions creating energy, alien microbes clustering around those vents, building ecosystems we can't imagine, living in darkness beneath miles of ice. The question isn't whether Europa could support life. The question is whether we have the courage to find out if it does. Europa Clipper won't land on the moon, won't drill through the ice. Instead, it will study Europa from above, looking for clues, for chemical signatures, for proof that something lives down there. The spacecraft will measure ice thickness with radar. If the ice is thin in places only a few kilometers instead of 10 or 20, that changes everything. Thin ice means we could drill through, could send submarines into that alien ocean within our lifetimes. It will analyze surface chemistry, looking for salts, organic molecules, anything that might have bubbled up from the ocean and frozen on the surface. Any clue about what that water contains. And here's where it gets truly strange. Europa might be giving us samples for free. Previous observations by the Hubble Space Telescope detected something impossible: water plumes, geysers of ocean water erupting through cracks in the ice, shooting hundreds of kilometers into space before falling back down and refreezing. If those plumes are real, if Europa Clipper can fly through them, the spacecraft could sample ocean water without ever landing, could analyze what's in that alien sea, could detect organic molecules, could find chemical signatures of life. Imagine that, flying through a fountain of alien ocean water, tasting another world's sea, finding out what swims there without ever getting your feet wet. Subscribe now, because when we detect organic molecules in Europa's ocean, it will be the biggest story in human history. But here's what keeps astrobiologists awake at night. What if we find life on Europa and it's nothing like Earth life? What if it evolved completely independently? What if it uses different chemistry, different building blocks? What if alien life is so alien we almost don't recognize it as life? That would mean life isn't rare. It means life emerges everywhere the conditions are right. That the universe is teeming with living things. That Earth isn't special. That we've never been alone. How does that make you feel? Relieved, terrified, curious? All of the above. Europa Clipper carries 9 instruments, each one answering different pieces of the puzzle. Cameras will map Europa's surface in stunning detail. Show us what this alien world looks like up close. Identify where future missions could land. The ice-penetrating radar will measure ice thickness. We'll search for liquid water pockets within the ice. We'll try to detect the ocean directly and measure its depth. The magnetometer will study Europa's magnetic field, which is generated by the interaction between the salty ocean and Jupiter's powerful magnetosphere. The strength of that field tells us how deep and how salty the ocean is. The mass spectrometer will analyze gases around Europa. We'll sample those water plumes if they exist. We'll identify molecules in the thin atmosphere. We'll hunt for organic chemistry. The thermal instrument will map heat signatures. We'll look for warm spots where the ocean is close to the surface, where tidal heating is most active, where life is most likely. Every instrument, every flyby, every scrap of data, all building toward one answer. Does Europa have the ingredients for life? And if so, is anything living there right now? This mission represents humanity's best attempt to answer our oldest question. Are we alone? The spacecraft launched in 2024. It will arrive at Jupiter in 2030. By the early 2030s, after 49 flybys, we'll have our answer. We'll know if Europa's ocean could support life. We'll know if we should send submarines there. We'll know if the universe is full of hidden oceans where alien creatures swim in darkness. And maybe, just maybe, we'll detect something in those water plumes. Some chemical signature. Some molecule that shouldn't be there unless something is making it. Some proof that life exists beyond Earth. What do you think we'll find? Do you think alien life is swimming in Europa's ocean right now? Do you think we're ready to discover we're not alone? Share your honest thoughts in the comments. Europa Clipper is flying right now, coasting through space, every second bringing us closer to the truth, to the answer, to the discovery that will change everything. The ocean moon awaits, and whatever lives there has been waiting billions of years for us to find it.